And good afternoon, Ian Wallace Harper, aka Chatbot Ninja. And it's time for a BizStackPro basics tutorial, and it's our second part of building a website. So I'm going to go into sharing my screen, and we go to here, and this is where we ended up yesterday, or the last time. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go tidy this up a little bit. We've got the menu, we've got the buttons, we've got the logo. That's fine. Everything's good here. We've got paragraphs, headline, subheadline, and a paragraph text on a semi-transparent box. We've got logos section, and we've got a 2-column row, that we need to tidy up just a little bit. I'm going to look at this and tidy this up. I think I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. We've got it at 14 at the moment, so we're going to bring it up to maybe 18, 19, 18, maybe 20. Yeah, let's bring it up to 20. And there we go. Yeah. Okay, we got some paragraphs in here. That's fine. And then we can say, okay, we'll go move that down to a little bit. We need some padding. We're going to need some padding in between the picture, and we'll click on the orange element, if you remember what was said in the last video, on the element, and we'll go to the padding. We'll put a padding of maybe let's say 20. That looks better. And then we're going to put another 10 pixels at the bottom, and we're going to say, are we going to say 10, or we're going to go 5? No, that'll do. That's fine. That looks pretty good. So we'll click off here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We've got a bit of room in between. Let's put some a few padding pixels in between there on the bottom, and we'll go for 10 pixels. There we go. And at the top, let's have a look at the top. Padding 10 pixels there as well. Yeah, that's much better. That looks much better there. So we need to look at this on this side, because we've got it's a bit wonky on this side, and that's because we've got elements in here, and we haven't got a box. We've got the box here, but let's see if we can offset this. But then we don't want to offset it too much, because it might mess up the view on the mobile. Let's have a look at the mobile, and that looks pretty good to me on here. Again, it looks pretty good on mobile underneath here as well. But if we mess it up on here on desktop to make it look better, let's see what happens. So we're going to put in a padding. Let's see what happens if we put in a padding. or a margin at the bottom of maybe 100 or 80. Let's see what happens if we go for 80. No, we need more than that. So we're going to go for maybe 180. Now that's looking a little bit better. Let's have a look, see if we can bring that up to on the but let's have a look at the mobile version of it first. See what happens in the mobile version. And it's not moving anything up, so we're okay. We're okay. So let's see if we can bring that up to a little bit more and give that maybe another bring it up to 200. 200. Not quite there yet. So what we can do, we can bring this up, put some padding in here. Put some padding on this one. We'll go for a padding of at the bottom of maybe 40. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. Let's say 50. 50. That looks pretty good. So we're going to put the padding on the bottom here as well for 50. Go for 60 on that one. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. So reset. And we're going to let's go. Let's go here, and we're going to put in a minus 60. Let's see what happens when we do that. And we can't. So we gotta let's see if we can put it in there. 40. And it's not going to do it. I know what we'll do. We take this one back, 60. We reset it. Reset. Reset. There we go. Come on. Reset. And we'll put it here. I want to go for say this one. Say this one, and we'll go. No, it doesn't look like we can. Probably, let's see, 40. Yeah, that's better. And we'll go make it 50. And we're just about right there. So we can also say we want to put some room in between. So we said here we had about a 10, didn't we? So we put a 10 pixel padding in between. 10. No, that's the wrong one. Reset. We want on the bottom. And we'll put a 10 pixel. There we go. And then we go to this one. And we'll put a 10 pixel at the top here. Make it 20 pixels in between. And there we go. Oh, now we've got this a little bit So what we need to do here is we need to move that down, this one down again to maybe 40 pixels. No, a 40, maybe 30 or 20. That'll do. And we've got it tidied up just a little bit. I think what we need a little bit of padding, get extra space around away from here. And we'll go to the padding on the right. And we'll go to maybe 40 pixels. Now that looks better. That looks a lot better already. Looks a lot better already. And let's have a look at the mobile version. Mobile version, that looks pretty good, pretty decent to me. We can say, okay, mobile version is on here, so we can put the padding on the mobile version. We can put in we've got that one, say 10 on each side. You center it, that's fine, 10, and we go for the padding. We go maybe 10 pixels on that side and 10 on that side. Yeah, that's fine. Again, this one we need to be centered, and that's looking pretty good to me. This one, center it, centered, and again it's looking pretty good. Let's give it some 5 on each side. So 5, yeah, and 5 on that side. And that looks pretty good to me. Right, we'll say we'll move these into 10 pixels on each side. So 10 and 10. Oh, that's okay. And this one 10. And this one 10. And this one. We go for that one 10. And this one 10. So now we've got it tidied up on the mobile version. Now we want these left justified. So click on these. Yeah, we'll go for left justified. So let's go to advanced, and we go to left justified. Click on this one, advanced, left justify, and advanced, left justify. So now we got on the mobile version, it's really looking pretty good. We're almost there on that thing on this one. It's looking pretty good. So let's go back to the desktop version. We've got to make sure that we've got this looking reasonably well. I think we've got we're almost there. We're almost there. I think we can take away or we can add maybe 10 pixels here on the bottom. Let's see, 10, 210, 210. Let's see what happens when we do that. Yeah, that's not too, so 220, 220. And I think we're just about right. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Oh, we need to less justify on here. So we're going to left justify, advance, left justify on here, advanced. We're pretty good on that section. I think we can leave it at that because as I'm showing you all the little different tricks and different tricks, we're looking at the desktop version, and when we go to the look and feel of the mobile version, and it's looking pretty good, keeping it pretty pretty spectacular actually. That is looking good. Yes, we can't get it as well as good as the Pixel Perfect one in the Builder one, but I still think it's good. I think it's really, really good. Okay. Excellent. So what are we going to do now? We're going to put let's have a look at the other the website. Yeah, I think what we can do now is we can put in let's have a look at something like this, a gallery. So what is it we're going to put in here? We're going to put in a 3-column section. So we're going to add a section. We're going to add a section, and we're going to add a wide section. We don't want it too wide. We want it same sort of width as this one, and then we're going to put in a row. So we can actually click on here, and it'll open up the rows, and we want a 3-column row in here, and we'll do that like that. So now what we need is elements, and we're going to put in here, we're going to put in image. So we can't see the image thing here, but we can search for it, image. And there we've got the image slider, image feature, or the actual image. And what we're going to do, we're going to copy that that into this one here, and we've got an image. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take these away, and we've got a 2, and we've got a 1. But I am going to where are we? I am going to go on to the purple, and I am going to duplicate it 2 times. Yeah, it's a bit fiddly, persnickety sometimes, but if we got three images, we've got 3 images that we can put in our images from whatever. I've got some images on here, and I've done them 1080 by 1920, so they're portrait pictures. Let's have a look, see where I've got them. And I think what we'll do is click on the image, the orange element, and we'll go to the image library, suppository, as Chris likes to say. And we'll go to, I know where I've got them. It's in the ADA compliance. And what we've got is, we're talking about putting images and folders. See what I like to do. I've got my 1920 by 1080s in one folder. I've got my 1080 by 1080 in a folder, or I should have. These are 1080 by 1080 square. Let's go back to, and I've got my portrait images, which are 1080 by 1920. So we're going to go and look at those in here. So let's take this one, and you see 1080 by 1080 by 1920. We'll do the same with this one. We'll pick a different image, and you go to portrait. See, having portrait images, and let's go for that one, and then the last one. Having them exactly as we need them. We've got them here in the form that we want them. We make sure that we've got them at the same size. We're picking 3 images of the same size, otherwise they're going to be offset, and we don't want that. So let's have a look at what we've got here on this website. Oh, right, we got a first one project 01 project live, 02 project live, and that's just a text. And we've got a button on each of these. So we're going to let's see what we did. What we should have done now is we should have decided that we're going to put these on the background. So I'm actually going to delete these. I'm going to delete these images. I made a mistake there. So what we do is, instead of putting images on the we're going to put the image on the actual background in the column. So we're going to look, we're going to go click on this first one, and we're going to put the image in media URL, and do that again. Portrait, and we're going to pick that one. Now it's not going to be shown completely in here, so we're going to do the same in this one as well. And media. There's a little trick to each of these. Portrait. There we go for this one. And for this one, the image compliance 1080, and we go for this one. So now, because we haven't got the size of it in here at the moment, we're going to add a text. So we need to add a text at the top. And we're going to go for a headline. We're going to put that in here. We're going to change it to white, or we're going to change it to gray, and we're going to make it bold, I think. And I think we could add maybe a background of white. There we go. And we'll add some padding. We'll add some padding on each side. Make it 20 and make it 20. We're not going to we're just going to leave it as a headline there, and then we're going to copy it and actually pull it across onto this one, and the same with this one. And we're going to put it across here as well. So now we've got this on the on all three sections, but that background is still looking a little bit rubbish because it's not fully portrait pictures in there. But we're going to sort that out in a minute. We're going to have a look at this more. We got a button in between. Let's go for the buttons. We'll go for the buttons and we'll have a look for here buttons. Boom. Let's take this one and we'll put it in here, and then we'll copy it 2 times. So there you go. We're going to move in the pictures, right, that one and that one. So we've got to put some padding in between. Now, here's where it gets persnickety. We're going to have a look at it on the mobile. And here's the mobile version. Yeah, so now what we'll do is we'll go back to here and we'll go to this one here, and we're going to put some padding. Now we're going to have to put in maybe 600 on here. We're going to put it on the top. So we click on the orange, and then we separate a margin of 600. So we'll put in 600, and there we go. And then we got the image, and we're gonna background image, vertical center. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do this. No. In the center. Content position, default center. No, that's content. Default. So let's see if we get a. Where is the background image opacity? No. Image full center parallax. Let's have a look at the fill 100% width and height. There we go. Yeah. Again, width and height. We're not going to full paragraph 100% width and height. And same with that one. Full center width and height. And it's looking much better. Now, so let's put in move these out to be 620. No, let's not say 620, maybe 800. And that's a little bit too much. So 780. 780. It's looking a little bit better. I want some room at the top, and we're going to go for a padding on here. Well, it's not padding; it's the margin, and we're going to go for maybe 40. Let's have a look. That's better. That's much better. That's much better. You get my drift on how to put in. And let's have a look at this one. So we're going to put margin at the top is 20. We said, yeah, 20. And on the bottom it was 780. 780. Something like that. Was it 780? No, that was 40, that one, wasn't it? We put 40. 40. Look at that. Yeah, that's much like it. So 780 on this one. On the bottom, on the top here, 780. And at the top, we're going to go for 40. 40. And we've got the buttons at the bottom, the things, and they're a little bit stretched. But we, as you can see, we can manage to get in. So we'll reduce these to 700. 700 on each one instead of 780. That might be better. Say 780 on this one. 700. Let's see what happens when we do that. 700. 700. And the last one, 700. It should shorten the picture. Yeah, once we click on this and get them to be a little bit better. Yeah, 700. We're not doing too bad. We could probably go another down to 650. Again, 650. You won't get them all done until you do the last one, because that last one is still controlling the size of the columns. So we're going to go for 650. And that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. So we'll leave it at that. We've got our columns, 3 column, 3 button. It depends on how big the actual pictures are, the images are. Make sure you've got the same height and width for each of the pictures that you put in a column. Let's have a look at the mobile version. And it's looking pretty good. Again, you can choose. You can make a choice of keeping them like this, or you could say on the mobile version, we don't want to. We don't need it that big. We can go down to maybe 300. 300. Yeah. Set it 300. That would squash it up a little bit. Again, make sure you've got a decent picture in between. But just to show you what I mean, we'll go on this one. We'll go that on to 300. And it's bringing that down to 300 too. And then we go for that one, 300. The element. Now you're doing it on this one, on the mobile version. You have to, you're doing it and you're seeing it straight away. As soon as you click on the one, it does each image one by one. So you've got your 300, and you've got the. Now you're not going to get. You've got a space in between. You're not going to get, unless you've got put something in between here. You're not going to be able to remove that space. But there you go. We've got 3 images with some text and a button on each. Okay, so next one, and on the desktop version, we've still got them at the same height. So, good. Now, I think what we'll do now is we'll put in a 2-column, two-column image to make this like a form. Okay, so we need a form. And a 2-column and an image. So we're going to go to make the form. Yeah, we're going to, first of all, we're going to need to save what we've done so far. Save is your friend. Now, we are going to have to go back out to make the form first of all. It's better if you have a form already made. We're going to go into forms. And we'll say, okay, let's have a look at this basic email form. What we've got in here. And we've got blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to make a form. You can make up your own forms. It's pretty easy to do. But that's for another another tutorial. What else do we need? Let's have a look at the website. So we got a form, we've got our email form, we've got our a headline and a subheadline and an image. Okay, so I'm not gonna change the button style, or should I? Should we change the button style? Button style background is okay. We'll leave that. Shall we go for blue? Let's go for a blue. A bit lighter blue than that, I think. Let's go for that. But you can put your blue, the blue color in here, and you've got your own colors. Make sure you've got your own colors. What else? What we got? We got a border. We don't need a border. Corner radius. Well, let's go 20. 20, and it's a rounded thing. Do we want it full width? Yes, we do. Yeah, and we got padding in there, so we can leave it. We can do it and leave it at that. So save it, and that's the basic email form. Now we go back to our website, the website that we're building, and it's in here we are, and it's the website demo just here. Edit it. And let's go to down here, and we're going to add a 2-column section. We're going to have a wide section, and we're going to add it to the bottom, and we've got a row, and we're going to have a 2-column row. We'll pull that in there, and we're going to add. Let's have let's see. We're going to add a subheadline. We're going to add a headline. Underneath the subheadline, headline, and then we're going to add a form. Let's have a look for form. And we're going to add a form underneath here. Select my form, and it was the basic email form that we had. And there we are. We've got it in here. Now we've got some padding in here. We don't want it that big. Yeah, we don't want it that big. So let's have a look at the we can put in our picture, our image. Let's add an image of maybe image. We pull in an image in here, boom. And let's go for a square one. So we'll go for a square one. Let's have that one. We've got our square image. Now we've got some space here. we need to put in padding at the bottom. Yeah. So we can either put in, let's say 60, 80, maybe 120. Let's have a look at that. That's not too bad. Here we need to reduce the form. Yeah, we'll leave it at the form. Advanced. Let's have a look at the advanced. No. Have a look at the so can we add minus ones to this? So let's have a minus 40. No, we don't want 400, we want 40. Now let's see what happens when we do that. So we're bringing it up a little bit. We've got it down to 40. Let's go 60. And go for that. Now, if we go to click on there, let's have a look, see what happens in mobile, because we've got it roughly. It's not too bad. It's quite good looking actually. Let's have a look on mobile. Call to action on the mobile. Yeah, the form is a little bit squished. That's not a problem. What we could do, we could take out the email, okay, my brain's gone. These we take those out, and but we have to go back to the form to do that. And there we go. It's not too bad. Again, we put in the padding, and there wasn't them in during the this on the mobile side, and then if we go back to we're pretty good. Now, what we need to do now is add a footer. That's all I'm going to do. So one more section, and we're going to go to section templates, and let's add a footer template. And we go to the bottom here, and boom, we've got our footer. And it's pulled in some elements already. Whatever we don't need, we will pull out. It's pulled in a logo. So let's have our logo. Let's go for playground images. My logo. We've got my logo, and then we've got a telephone number info. So latest SEO tips. Yeah, okay. Well, we don't need this because we've just got our what there, so we can bin that. And then we've got our subscribe to get the latest tips. We can say we don't need that, and we can leave it at that. That looks pretty good. Let's have a look. Save it. Update SEO and save it. And then let's have a look at what it actually looks like. So we've got our logo, button, work it, yeah, it's looking pretty good, and it looks pretty good. Enough to bring it into a reasonable, and you've seen how to build from scratch a website. Yeah, we have to connect all the buttons up and the menu. That's easy enough to do. Again, once you've got it built, it's all doing all the connections. And again, that is something we can look at in our next video. So I'm going to stop sharing here. My voice is going a little bit. So I'm going to call it a day on this video and say thank you for watching. I hope it's helped you as well for doing the website from scratch. I strongly suggest looking at the templates, pulling in a template, playing with it. But the sections, rows, columns, and elements are the same. You can switch out your images. You can switch out your text, copy and paste into the text, and it's so simple to adapt. And the templates are fantastic, but all failing that, if you don't find a template that you like, you can always do it from scratch. And hopefully these two videos will help you to do that, at least to learn how to manipulate elements, sections, and things like that to the way you want it. So without further ado, I'm going to call it a day on that one and say thank you until the next video. See you then. And don't forget, subscribe, hit the like, and comment. If there's anything you want to see, let me know, and I'll attempt to get it sorted, get it out there for you. Give me some suggestions on videos that you would like, and I will try and get them done for you. Okay, bye-bye, folks. This is Chatbot Ninja Ian Wallace Harper signing off.